and kiddos and everybody else, welcome to tonight's Let's Get Personal video, part of our personal series, and we've got lovely mics here and hair over the 3D to help it feel like I'm right there in your ears. Of course, I've got my pajamas on as well because this is cozy AF. But first, before we begin, we have a little word from tonight's sponsor. This video is brought to you by Wondershare Filmora. So Wondershare Filmora have invited 11 YouTubers from across the world to edit a video together. So we're going to be editing a dancing video from the Korean dancer Mina. First of all, I just want to explain what Wondershare Filmora is. So Wondershare Filmora is a video editing software for both beginners and experienced editors. Now I sort of sit somewhere like in the middle of that, and I actually think, I wish I'd started with Filmora because it would have been so much easier. I've like chopped and changed over so many different softwares to try and see what works best. I just wish I'd started with Filmora, but we're here now anyway. So the reason why it's super easy is because it's got lots of different like templates that you can use as well, and there's lots of resources as well there. Also, they've just released their new version, which is Filmora 11, and that has tons of new features. But guys, the most important feature is the auto synchronization. You guys know, as an ASMR artist, we have so many different microphones and video that it is saving me so much time with auto synchronization. You have no idea. There's also other new resources as well. You can get new effects and also new resources from stock media as well that's built into this new version. So I'm going to show you guys my favorite feature, which is the auto synchronization. So as you can see, you just click and you just drag the clip into the editing stream, and then it will just sync the audio and video automatically, just like that. So simple. So I actually can't show the full video yet on this channel, so if you want to see the edited video that all of us YouTubers contributed to, then please head over to the Wondershare Filmora official YouTube channel to watch the full video of Mina dancing. I've been using Filmora now for a few months and I'm really pleased with it. I find that my videos are being edited much quicker. It's really straightforward, and the team are working really hard to constantly upgrade it and make sure that it's the best that it can be. I would highly recommend that if you are somebody that has a dream of starting a YouTube channel, or perhaps you already have a YouTube channel, perhaps you create videos already, or you would love to start creating videos, then I would highly recommend that you start with Wondershare Filmora. And if you guys all head to the link in my description, you can actually download and try Filmora 11 for free. So just head to that link in the description and download it and try it out and see what you think. Alright, well, first of all, I want to tickle you. You might be like, what? That's right. I want to tickle you with my feather. I'll show you. in your face, gently touched with a feather, like this. And while we use this feather, please join me for some deep breaths. So breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. There. Do you feel better? Do you feel relaxed? I hope so. So, we're also going to do some cleansing. So I'm going to cleanse the air by lighting some sage to help remove any stress or worry, anxiety from your space, your aura, whatever you want to call it. So we have sage here. I'm going to light this end of it. The only thing is it does stink out the room for a while, so we'll not leave it on too long. There we go. So just a little bit here. You can smell that. Do you know, it smells like stuffing at Christmas, like that onion stuffing you get. That's what this smells like. We're now gonna cleanse all around you. Like so. drilling mask with wild Australian superberries and resurrection flower extract. And we're gonna use this on your face because it smells so good. Because it's cooling and soothing, and you're gonna like it. So we're gonna pop a little bit on this. We're gonna massage him with this first, and then I have a lovely electronic device that'll sound really nice in your ears that we're gonna use. There we go. That's it. That's it. It's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. Okay. Smells so good. I'll put some on my face later, maybe. Your little hydration mask. So this is the thing that I'm referring to. This here. This is like a little rubby thing. And we're just gonna switch this on. cheeky monkey. See, press that off. Okay, now I'm gonna get a bit closer to you. This is close enough. This is okay. I hope you don't mind the close up. I'm just gonna turn this slightly. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's good enough. So, I have first of all these 1-minute poems for bed. So I'm going to read some of them. Okay. So this one's a map of fun. Where did my feet walk today? Did they step on a cloud or into a sea? Did a smooth wooden floor welcome their beat? They slid through the grass. They stepped on a stone. I dashed up the stairs. My cat bit my toe. I slid in the hall. I splashed in a bath. My fabulous feet felt a doll. Now they're curling under the sheet. Tomorrow I will dance and run, skip and hop, twirl and leap. Feet always find the map of fun and follow it. But now they rest. They rest. The next one is called Sleepy. I'm ever so sleepy. I can't stay awake. The drowsiness might be too heavy to take. My eyelids are falling. I'm feeling too weak to open them anywhere close to their peak. I cannot avoid it. I'm falling asleep. I've started unconsciously counting my sheep. My brain has begun to shut down in my head, but please, Mother, don't make me crawl into bed. And we have Wave Goodnight. Rub your eyes, you sleepy head. The dark is all you'll miss. Tuck your fingers into bed just inside your fists. Pointers, middles, rings, good night. Sleep tight, pinky ones. Sweet dreams, fingers left and right. See you later, thumbs. And then we have the road to morning. Of all the roads that roam the night, curving left and swerving right, none can twist itself so tight as a zigzag road to morning. For many a moon this road has swiddled and whittled and round the whittled, and many a kid has spun and twiddled, lost on the road to morning. It's a dizzy road for sure, but then it always gets you home again. And I can see we've got a very short bedtime story for you. One that's like very, very short. once a man who had 7 sons but never a daughter, no matter how he wished for one. At length his wife had a child, and it was a daughter. The joy was great, but the child was sickly and small and so weak that it had to be baptized at once. The father sent one of the boys in a hurry to the spring to fetch water for the baptism. The other 6 boys ran along with him, and as each strove to be the first to fill the jug, it fell into the spring. There they stood and did not know what to do. None of them dared go home. When they did not come back, the father grew impatient and said, "They've forgotten all about it in a game of play, the wicked boys." Soon he grew afraid lest the child should die without being baptized, and cried out in anger, "I wish the boys were all turned into ravens." Hardly was the word spoken before he heard a whirring of wings in the air above his head. He looked up and saw 7 coal-black ravens flying away in high. The parents could not recall the curse, and though they grieved over the loss of their 7 sons, yet they comforted themselves somewhat that their dear little daughter, who soon grew strong and every day more beautiful. For a long time she did not know that she had brothers. Her parents were careful not to mention them before her, but one day she chanced to overhear some people talking about her and saying, "That maiden is certainly beautiful, but really to blame for the misfortune of her 7 brothers." Then she was much troubled, and went to her father and mother to ask if it was true. Did she really have brothers, and what became of them? The parents did not dare to keep the secret longer, and said that her birth was only the innocent cause of what had happened to their brothers. But the maiden laid it daily to heart, and thought she must deliver her brothers. She had no peace and rest until she set out secretly, and went forth into the wide world to seek them out, and set them free, let it cost what it might. She took nothing with her but a little ring belonging to her parents as a keepsake, a loaf of bread against hunger, a little pitcher of water against thirst, and a little chair as a provision against weariness. And now she went continually onward, far, far to the very end of the world. Then she came to the sun, but it was too hot and terrible, and devoured little children. Hastily she ran away and ran to the moon, but it was far too cold, and all so awful and malicious. And when it saw the child, it said, I smell the flesh of men." On this she ran swiftly away and came to the stars, which were kind and good to her, and each of them sat on its own little chair. But the morning star arose and gave her the drumstick of a chicken and said, "If you have not that drumstick, you cannot open the glass mountain, and in the glass mountain are your brothers." The maiden took the drumstick, wrapped it carefully in a cloth, and went onward again until she came to the glass mountain. The door was shut, and she thought she would take out the drumstick, but when she did undid the cloth, it was empty, and she had lost the star's good present. What was there now to do? She wished to rescue her brothers, and had no key to the glass mountain. The good little sister took a knife, cut off one of her little fingers, put it in the door, and succeeded in opening it. When she got inside, a little dwarf came to her, who said, "My child, what are you looking for?" "I am looking for my brothers, the 7 ravens," she replied. The dwarf said, "The Lord Ravens are not at home, but if you wish to wait here until they come, step in." Thereupon the little dwarf carried the ravens' dinner in on 7 little plates and in 7 little glasses. The little sister ate a morsel from each plate, and from each little glass she took a sip, but in the last little glass she dropped the ring which she had brought away with her. Suddenly she heard a whirring of wings and a rushing through the air. Then the little dwarf said, "Now the Lord Ravens are flying home." Then they came and wanted to eat and drink, and looked for their little plates and glasses. Then said one after the other, "Who has eaten something from my plate? Who has drunk out of my little glass?" It was a human wife. And when the 7th came to the bottom of the glass, the ring rolled against his mouth. Then he looked at it and saw that it was the ring belonging to his father and mother, and said, "God grant that our little sister may be here, and then we shall be free." When the maiden who was standing behind the door watching heard that wish, she came forth, and on this all the ravens were restored to their human form again, and they embraced and kissed each other and went joyfully home. The end. It's quite random, especially about the part where she got her finger to open the glass mountain. Very, very strange. I don't know what the Grandmothers were thinking on that one. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure.